Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel once again. So in today's video we are going to draw grape hyacinth or muscari flower, and these are small flower in a group, and I'm going to create two different group of flowers. One I'm going to concentrate on drawing and another one I'm going to paint it using line and wash technique. So let's start with the drawing first. So I'm creating a stem, and at the top of this stem you can create an oval kind of structure. So basically this structure is like broader towards the downward direction and little pointed towards the upward direction, so more likely like a oval shape itself, and you can keep the direction as per your need. So I am creating two groups. First one is on the standing perspective side and another one is tilted towards the right side. So you need to create a basic guideline for yourself. So try to do all these things with the help of pencil first, and then we are going to create a basic guideline for small flowers as well, and then we are going to trace everything with the help of pen. So these are my two groups. Now let's concentrate on flower. So basically one oval contains multiple flowers in it, and it has some open flower, some closed flower, some bigger flower and some smaller flowers. So combination of all these flowers are needed to create a one single group. So for few flowers you can create an oval kind of structure, and the upper portion you can keep aside like 1/3 of your oval shape, and on that particular portion you can create small oval kind of structure, and you need to do it in a sequence like one after another. Now again create an oval shape and create a small round kind of structure at the base of the oval shape to make it look like these are the small round flower having opening at the base. This is the basic structure that we have in one single flower. So let's create multiple flowers in a group. So I'm creating few flowers and I have started from the base, and I'm creating these small oval or round kind of structure like this. So I'm not concentrating on opening as of now. I have just created an oval shape like this. Now you need to keep it one after another, maybe in a sequence or in alternate direction, like creating one oval shape in between two oval shape. Now because these flowers are in a group, so you can create few half hidden as well. So maybe you are able to see there is some flower, but the whole flower you are not able to see it because multiple front flowers are there. So these kind of things you can do when it comes to the group. You can also keep the perspective of the flower a little different, which I'm going to explain you once we are done with the arrangement of all these flowers in an oval shape. Now these are the bigger flower at the base. Now we have kept the 1/3 in the upper portion. So in this particular portion we need to create small flowers. So again you can create an oval kind of a structure tilted towards downward direction, or maybe a standing oval as well. Again you need to arrange these things in such a way that it should look like these are arranged beautifully and you can see all the flowers. Like you can keep one flower in between two to make it alternate, and likewise you can fill the upper portion. Now below to that portion you can create few more bigger oval shape like we did in the lower portion, but in these flowers opening of the flower is not needed. So basically you can create a smaller oval shape at the top, little bigger oval shape at the middle section, and the bigger oval shape at the base having some opening in it. So this is the basic structure that we have. Now how we can define our opening is creating a small structure at the base of each oval shape that we have. So let me show you this in a bigger shape. So you create an oval shape like this, and then at the base you can create a zigzag kind of pattern. The spike is towards the outside, and something like this you can do for all the flowers that you have, especially those are in the lower direction, especially for those flowers which are in the lower portion. Again, because of this small structure, you can keep the perspective little different. So in the direction you are going to keep these small structure, you will get a different perspective. But again, these flowers are very simple, and mostly the perspective are not very different, and mostly the openings are in the lower direction, so you can keep the opening in the lower direction, and you can do it for all the bigger flowers, or you can keep these opening for few flowers, that is also fine. So something like this we can do for the flowers. Now we are almost done with the flower structure. You need to repeat the same thing for the second group, and then we are going to trace everything with the help of pen. So let me quickly do it. Now you have learned how we can draw all these things, so I'm not going to explain all these things again. So that is why I'm showing all these things in a speed way. So likewise you can create multiple groups as well, but for now we are creating only 2. We are done with the flower drawing with the help of pencil. Now let's trace everything with the help of pen. I am using 08 mm needle pen, but you can use normal ball pen also, it's totally fine, or else you can keep your drawing with the help of pencil itself. So let me trace everything quickly so that we can see everything clearly. And once we are done with the tracing, we are going to do little bit of extra shading and detailing for the first group, and for the second group we are going to paint it using line and wash technique. If you are a beginner, then line and wash technique is something very simple to do. So you just need to create a basic structure for yourself. You can create a landscape, you can create flowers, or you can create any object with the help of pen, and then you can put some color around it as per your object and as per your need, and you can paint it. So I'm done tracing both the flowers. You can rub all the unwanted pencil mark. Now you can see the flowers clearly, you can see the stems. In between also you can create few stems visible. Now I'm doing cross hatching method for the stems. So cross hatching means creating parallel lines side by side and then cross line to get some darker shade. So you can do this cross hatching around the stems, and then for the flowers you can contour the upper portion of the flower. So again, contouring means creating lines side by side as per your object shape. So hatching means creating a straight line, and contouring means creating all those lines as per your object shape. So because these are oval kind of structure, so I am creating some curve around it to make it more darker and to get some extra shading and detailing around my flower. So take all your time, do it slowly and gradually, and do it one by one each flower, or you can do for few flowers which you want to highlight. So I have done some extra detailing into the first group, and I have created only few lines into the second group because I want to paint it. I have also done some cross contouring at the base flower for the first group. Now let's create leaves. So these are the longer leaves. So you just need to create little longer leaves like this. And again, perspective is important, doesn't matter if it is flower or if it is leaf. So for the leaf, I am keeping the direction of the leaves little bit tilted towards left, right. Maybe you can tilt the leaves towards down side. You can keep the leaves smaller and bigger, or else you can overlap the flowers and leaves together. So I have kept one leaf which is overlapped with the flower and a stem. So basically the stem is in the front and leaf is in the back. So these kind of things you can think by your own, and you can create your own composition like mine. I'm not using any reference photo, so I'm doing it by my choice and imagination. So you can use your imagination to do all these things. Trace everything with the help of pen again, and then you can shade the leaves a little bit. So I have divided my leaves into two sections. For the first section I am creating multiple lines, and in the another section I am creating dots. So likewise, as per your choice, you can do all this shading and detailing. Now we are done with the drawing. If you are only interested in drawing, so keep your drawing like this, or else you can paint it using line and wash technique. You can paint it directly using watercolor, but I'm not going to show that method for today's video. So let's paint it using line and wash technique. So we have drawn everything with the help of pen. Now with the help of watercolor, I'm going through the stems, leaves and flower. So I'm using green color for the stem and leaf. You can use different shade of green. So for the stem I have used olive green kind of shade. So I have mixed blue, yellow and little bit of red. And then for the leaves I am using little lighter shade of green. And I'm not doing it for all the leaves that we have because I want to keep drawing intact. So I am only painting two leaves with the help of sap green color for now. And for the flowers, again any shade you can use. So I'm using blue color, violet color and pink color for the flowers. So my first layer is with the help of blue color. And now you can see how easy this technique is when it comes to the watercolor painting. So you can draw everything with the help of pen, and because everything is drawn clearly, so we don't have to worry much about these watercolor, like how much water we need, what kind of sheet we should use. I'm using the drawing sheet itself, but drawing sheet is also fine as far as you are using less amount of watercolor. Then about to the blue color, you can use violet color. So I'm adding violet color as well. I can still see little hint of blue in it. And I'm keeping the opening of the flower intact, like white, or keeping those area negative itself. I'm not using any color for those opening, so that we can see those area white in color. Now I'm adding pink color about to violet color. So likewise you can choose your own color and you can paint it. So I think I'm done with the flower. Let me add few more color around the leaf. And we are done with the today's video. Hope this video is helpful for you guys. And please do let me know if you have any feedback for me. And thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next video.